I'm going to show you exactly how to dominate turn 1 with the Tomb Kings as Arkhan the Black. So they must collect resources and combine them with canopic jars to craft items and recruit dynastic legends whilst learning from the dynasties of the past to awaken the ancient Tomb Kings. Use incantations to bring the dead back to life should sufficient numbers of their own souls be lost in battle. Fielding the legions of skeleton, infantry, archers, and chariots in combination with monstrous animated constructs, the Tomb Kings overwhelm the foe with resilience and numbers. The Realm of Souls means that as more friendly units are destroyed, the Tomb Kings gain army-wide heals and eventually a powerful Yushtab summoned through the Realm of Souls system. So, with this guy, his faction effects enables recruitment of certain enhanced vampire count units, army capacity +1, diplomatic relations -60 with the Tomb Kings, which is important because Cetra is nearby. Diplomatic relations +40 with Vampire Coast and Vampire Counts, and Lord Effects, Winds of Magic Power Reserve +10, with a melee attack +5 for the Lord's army. He has no Lord ability. The map, he's going to start right here, the Land of Assassins, and he is a follower of Nagash, so let's jump on in. Nagash's great ritual is still lingering in this place, the Land of the Dead. So Arkhan the Black and the followers of Nagash, they must seek out the 8 books of Nagash by occupying the settlements and defeating the characters that harbor them to gain great powers. Okay, so you can click this and you can see wherever these great books of Nagash are. Each one is going to give you different bonuses. Okay, and obviously the first couple books, the first book and the 7th book are going to be right next to you. Okay, you have to defeat this guy and the Black Pyramid. Okay, so that's the cool part, because guess what's coming up, guys? The DLC End Times with the Black Pyramid of Nagash, I'm sure, being the main focus. So they must use canopic jars gathered throughout your campaign along the money and resources to craft powerful items and awaken the regiments of renown in the mortuary cult, as seen over here. Okay, so as you can see, there's all these different things. You can unlock them as you get different items. Okay, so other than that, we must construct the military buildings to recruit the units without financial cost or upkeep. Okay, that's awesome because they have a Day of Awakening, which increases recruitment capacity with each building constructed. Research dynastic technologies to unlock powerful lords and heroes. So, Arkhan the Black really has 2 starts here. Okay, so you want to throw your prince in to get that extra experience for your lords. So, one start is you actually go for the Vulture Mountain and then you run straight towards Bretonia. Okay, and the second start is you actually hit this guy, Mogan of the Flame, and then Lashiek. So that's the one, obviously, CA wants you to go for. But obviously, this one is a decent thing to do as well. You could take this and then go straight over here. Now, as it said, you can recruit units in the Entombed Beneath stance. Okay, so there's right here, Entombed Beneath stance. This allows you to do global recruitment. Okay, so let's take this guy out. We're gonna roll in. So with Arkhan the Black, he's a spellcaster. You definitely want to be using Spirit Leech, and it's strong versus characters, as you can see. So you want to use it on Mogan of the Flame. The Tomb Prince is your anti-large armor-piercing melee expert. So you're going to basically take him and smack down on this guy as well. Skeleton warriors, they're just your chaff. So run them in, let your crypt ghouls rip apart their infantry, and then ideally take the skeleton archers and try to pin down things like their cavalry or even just some crappy units like some peasant mobs. The Hex Rays are good because they're ethereal, and they also have these crazy abilities here. So highly recommend working on using these regeneration abilities, and then The Tomb Scorpions are great. They're anti-infantry and they cause terror. Just keep them away from their archers. And then you also have this. This is the Realm of Souls, Ushapti. You can unlock this when the Realms of Soul is full. Summon a unit, and it's good at melee combat. And it will degrade at the end of the battle. So, let's go ahead and smash them. Nice. Okay, so we have unit experience and growth, we have army replenishment, or we have treasury and campaign movement range. So let's do that. We definitely want some movement range. Okay, that allows us to get over here to Lashiek. And we're going to grab some skill points. So we're going to get unit experience gain, because that's going to give our units a little bit better experience, obviously, and then we're going to grab this. So that way our units can level up as quickly as possible. We're going to take him right in, okay, and then you could just auto-resolve this, take that, and then we're going to occupy this to get these canopic jars, which is awesome. And we also destroyed that faction. And we're going to get this right unlocked, which is the Incantation of Tsar. So, with this stuff here, guys, you can build different things using your Mortuary Cult, which is awesome. And if you look, you can see what resources you have. If you can't find those, you're going to go up to this campaign search bar. You can search all these different awesome items, which I highly recommend just practicing. So, Arkhan here, he has one Mortuary Cult unlocked. So it says right here, Dynastic Legends. So the Flock of Jaf, which is Carry On. So you can go ahead and unlock that right off the bat if you want, but I don't really like those guys. Carry On's not my style. So what we're going to do here is we're going to assign his last skill point for this turn, and we're going to get that campaign movement range, and then this guy's going to get the leadership. From there, there's dynasties, okay, so this is different than other guys. So each dynasty you pick is going to give you bonuses for certain warriors, and each guy has their own ability. So like this guy is ambush and ranged attacks for the army. This guy's going to be a passive ability, which is going to do damage to an area. They have ward save for the Lord's army, and income from the buildings faction-wide is going to go up. So that's great if you are an income-based dude or gal. So this guy has increased armor, minus construction costs, and also they're going to be improved armors for your War Sphinx, which are pretty cool. Now we have this guy who has the ability to heal. He also has improved melee attack for this Ushabti for the Lord's army, which might be good because guess what? That's one of the passive specials for the Tomb Kings. So Satep of the 5th Dynasty here, he's going to have improvements for the Leech Priest and the Mortuary Cult, and his Lord's army is going to be super effective against guys like Tzeentch. Then we have Alcazar of the 6th Dynasty. He is a monster because he's going to give you improved unit capacity for your chariots and crazy speed and missile strength. So, not bad. And then all the way down here we have Heralds. Okay. These are going to be basically little bonuses. Okay. And then we have all this over here, which are proclamations. So you have to get certain things like Wisdom of the 1st Dynasty. So if you look, you have to get this, and then you can get the proclamation. Okay. Same with this. So what I would recommend is, I do think that certain lords have maybe a little bit of a bonus. So like this guy, if you like the Ushabti, he's where you're going to want to go. So I really do enjoy those guys. They're kind of fun, but you do have that minus research rate, which is rough, okay? So if you get that, you're not going to research as quickly for each wisdom that you recruit. So just keep that in mind. If you just keep recruiting, you're not going to, your research is going to go slower. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this one because we want to get that income up faction wide, baby. So we're going to be going hard. And then you can build income and campaign, movement range growth, increased unit capacity. Okay, defensive items. You can get some shop tea, or we can get some just classic warriors going on. Okay. So what I'm going to recommend is we get the growth up for your main settlement. And then we're going to build a commandment here, which we probably want to go with the growth and the movement range, but there are all these different options. Now from there, there's the right. It says all regions belonging to you are going to be hit by sandstorms, causing attrition, and it's going to improve your ambush chance, and your armies are going to get this. So if you're getting attacked, or you think you're going to get attacked, that would be a great way to counter. So I recommend definitely looking at trying to make some deals with guys later on, but right now you're kind of by yourself, people, so just make sure you don't make too many enemies right off the bat. Now with recruiting lords, you can recruit one more lord, which I would do, because we can basically start leveling this guy up now. So this guy gives leadership, so we're gonna go with him. And because we also want to defend here, we're gonna throw him on Vulture Mountain very soon, okay? So let's grab Rasafa or whatever. We'll pull him out, put him in here, and then we're gonna grab. Actually, for this, the Tomb Kings, they have really fast recruitment, so we can pull them out. We're gonna grab one unit of each of these. We're gonna grab some dire wolves, and now we'll grab one more skeleton spearman, and then from here, okay, so we're gonna pull this guy out, put King Rasfa in here. That way we can get some global recruitment going. And then Arkhan is gonna just summon as many spearmen as we can for the next turn. And if you want to throw down on that right, you're more than welcome to. It's not a bad idea. And then with the mortuary cult, you definitely want to unlock this now if you want to be the most powerful right off the bat, so that way you can use this as a powerful flock. Okay, but the other issue is if they die, that's going to be a problem, because it's hard to get them back. I don't even know if you can. So you could also save up, because some of these other guys are pretty sick, like more leech priests, more weapons. Okay, like some of these weapons look okay. All right, armor. This one's good. Okay, it's got that ward save, got the physical resistance. So make sure that if you guys like this, like and subscribe to Titan Prime Gaming, and hope you have a great day. Titan Prime out.